Here's a wild concept that took me way too long to understand. Because every time I was darkening my voice from the perspective of the ego, right? So I don't sound what the evil people, right? The evil voices, those who want to bring you down, call gay. Not that I... It's like too feminine, this is what I mean, right? You gotta be able to read my vibration, okay? I was called gay all high school and even after that, so I'm not being homophobic by saying it, okay? The fuck does that have to do with anything anyway? So when I was darkening it because I was feeling insecure, the outcome, yeah, it was very manly, but it created all the problems. Even though my teachers couldn't see that somehow, they were like, "You're definitely a bass." No, they didn't say that, but I'm exaggerating to make a point. They said like, "You're definitely a baritone, so like, don't stretch your voice out too much. You're gonna die. Just consider reincarnating as a tenor, and then you'll be able to hit the high notes, right?" So the darkening that I was giving to my voice artificially, even if unconsciously, was creating the voice crack. Anyone who's taken my Mastering Illusion course will know this to be a fact. So it's the ego that's saying like, I want to keep the super rich and dark timbre that sounds like a baritone, but also be a tenor somehow, like take that higher. Well, it's not really like willing to sacrifice all that rich, dark, heavy timbre in order to actually be able to sing with your real timbre, which is why people get so confused and they're like, he's lying about being a baritone, like, because they don't get the full picture. Like, I know my voice sounds light in the high notes because they're coming from M2, right? Like in this cover or any cover really. What they don't know, and this shocks me that we can't even come to an agreement, is like you are able as a human being to just like create whatever timbre you want. Like when I sing Elvis now, I'm like, wise men say, or something, right? Like it just feels natural. But when I started, I could do like, wise men say, and like everyone was like, it doesn't feel like unnatural. Like it's not like I wanted to start coughing up blood in like 3 minutes of doing that. Just because I'm forcing it so much. No, it felt natural, which is why everyone was like, oh, he's a murderer. And then people like, don't even consider that. And they're like, oh, he's lying for like to sell courses? No, like I'm telling the truth. I'm not that smart. But it's the ego who wants like to have both things its way. Like that System of a Down song, like we always want to play, but we also always want to win or something, never want to lose. It's like super unbalanced. Like you want to sing like a tenor, you paradoxically or not, because it doesn't seem paradoxical from my current point of view. Like I'm trying to remember in the past, it was like definitely like if you told me this in the past, would I have listened to it? I'd be like, fuck this guy, he doesn't know the struggle. Which is an honor really, because then like the only people that I attract to my academy, they are humble, they have a humility that I appreciate, because like it's exactly like it's so beautiful. Honestly, like I couldn't have planned it though, but obviously like the only people who are going to receive my message are the people who are willing to see past all the ego things and appearances. So like everyone's like so nice in my academy, which I'm grateful for, by the way. If you're watching this, I do love you. Stop being gay, dude. Stop being homeless. To take this even like into crazier territory, it's like the more willing that you accept or are to accept the gayness of your voice, then the manlier that it becomes. And it's not like a hack to the universe. In fact, I think I can explain it. It's like the amount of subconscious energy you're putting without realizing into trying to not sound feminine, right? It is the thing that's like holding you back. It doesn't have like a direct correlation to make you sound like less feminine, right? But whatever you're going to discover about the uniqueness of your voice is hiding behind those ego barriers that are trying to do like a lot of like different things. Like, you know, like you shouldn't be doing anything. Like it's just beginning to click for me. Like you should just like be able to sing like, yeah, I don't want to say sing like you speak because I like fucking despise that methodology, but like no, something about like how natural it is to speak, but it's not the same coordination. Okay, so fuck that shit. I was, in fact, all my problems came from trying to sing like I spoke, literally, like genuinely, which is why this shit makes me passionate or pisses me the fuck off even, because it's like, dude, like I was speaking in M1, so if you tell me something like sing like you speak, I'm going to try to do high notes in M1, and then I got like vocal damage. I mean, it was a little bit, okay, like I'm not saying I got nodules, but like, yeah, I was like going south. What the fuck, I don't know English expressions, but like, yeah, it was heading north. What the fuck am I trying to say? Like I was fucking up, you know, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, yeah, it's a good tip for life too. Anything that you try to control will eat you up from the inside out. Not just spook you or anything. I'm an optimist, right? So go to my academy, or if you're into this super like spiritual type of conversation, like, oh, is the subconscious mind controlling your life? That's spirituality, even if it doesn't seem like it. I have a spiritual channel. It is new. You can check it out. It's super like schizophrenic from the current normal perspective. So, but if you watch this far, I'm betting you like at least gonna get a kick out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if you're like not into it, right? At least you're like, wow, this guy is like into something. Even if that something is insanity. Hope to see you there, but also in the academy. Okay? Yeah, I love you.